about to get wild.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah.
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. We moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul.
Yeah. We Lunatik Raider.
Always on the road.
On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love with a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah,
let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
Skylights in the desert. Feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage. Making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall. In a city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
The Raider Show keeps spinning. The secret focus keeps.
Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
The city like splash me, right with the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the scoop, make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bring and go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah.
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told. We moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul.
Yeah, we Lunatik Raider.
Always on the road.
On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love with a brand new secret. Yo, no, listen to the soul star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The voice you can't ignore.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah,
let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
Skylights in the desert. Feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage. Making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall. In a city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
The Raider Show keeps spinning. The secret focus keeps.
Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story told.
Yeah.
We moving through the speakers. Shaking up your soul.
The Lunatik Raider Show.
Always on the road.
The city like splash me, right with the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the scoop, make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bring and go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild.
Let the Raiders roll.
Yeah.
Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins. Like a story.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here. Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation, what it is, happy Friday. I hope all is well with each and every one of y'all, man. Yes, indeed, man. It is the Lunatik Raider Show right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. You know what it is, what it was, and what it always shall be. Silver and black on mine, baby. You feel me? So with that being said, man, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. I see y'all in there active as a Mickey Ficky frontliner. You feel me? Yes, indeed. We're going to talk about the Raiders had retained some coaches. Basically, you're keeping your defense intact. Your special teams coach is returning. So a lot of people looked at this as being a rebuild. We see it's not a rebuild. Everything on defense remains the same. Special teams remains the same. The only thing, head coach changed, GM changed, but the only thing we're left waiting for is what's going to happen to the offensive side of the ball. What offensive coordinator, quarterback coach? Do we keep the wide receiver coach, the running back coach? You know what I mean? It's a lot to. We still got a lot to the process and wait and see what happens. But besides that, man, let me give it up to my focals in the chat, man. One time, shout out to everybody everywhere watching this show right now. We live and direct, baby. Yes, indeed. Who we got up in the building one time, y'all? Let's see. We got J-Dog in the building, man. What it is, man. What it is. Shout out to you, man. Hey, J-Dog, be ready, man. I'm once I get that jersey for you, bro. It's coming. I gotta do this real quick. Hold on. Then we got who we got here? Hold on. Kid Raider in the building, man. Salute to you. Happy Friday, man. Hope all is well. SoCal Sal in the building, man. What it is, man. My guy, James Furpo with the Raiders. You already know. It's still, hey, that shit ain't never gonna stop. Win, lose, or tie, I'll slap your girl in her thigh. Yes, indeed, bars. Yes, indeed. I'm going platinum next week, y'all. Just pay attention to it. Go buy the album. Mixtape is available now called Fuck Your Team. Yes, it's all diss tracks to the Donkeys, the Dischargers, and the Queefs. So yeah, in the 69ers, who else we don't like? The Cow Bitches, all of them. Fuck them all. So fuck your team. Mixtape coming soon by Lunatik Raider, man. Stay tuned at your local streaming platform. Yeah, right. RDF in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute to you. Yes, indeed, man. We in here, man. Desert Raider in the building, man. What it is, my brother. For real. Gotta scroll on y'all. Yeah, y'all in here acting for real, man. Y'all gotta slow down, let an old man catch up one time. You feel me? Let an old man catch up one time. Wild City, we in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute. It's good to see you, man, for real. Let me see what else we got up in here. Joel E in the house, man. What it is. Ray Love in the building, man. Salute. Good to see you, man, for real. Man, let me see what else we got in here. Gotta scroll down, man. Y'all in here active, man. James Furpo always hitting it up with the Raiders. Hey, Furpo be on one. I don't know if y'all know, but hey, James be on his shit. For real. Okay. All right. Shout out to everybody watching. Once again, if you have not been here before and this is your first time here, welcome. This is your channel as well. Please subscribe if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. Let's get into the content, shall we? So like I was mentioning, the Raiders have brought back Patrick Graham, DC. We got Rob Leonard coming back, defensive line coach. And our special teams, McMahon is coming back. Our coach special teams is coming back. So like you look at the whole process of this is not a rebuild. Rebuild, you come in, you wipe the slate clean. You bring in a whole shitload of coaches. You got a new head coach, new GM. It's not a rebuild. I think it's a what I say, they recalibrating the roster. And it starts from the higher ups. So they recalibrated by bringing Tom Brady in. They brought in Spy Tech. They brought in Pete Carroll. That's now we recalibrated the top of the pyramid. Now everything else falls in place. You keep Patrick Graham, right? You keep Leonard. So now the continuity on your defense is there. Now all we do is just add more dogs on that defensive side to add to the Max Crosbys and the Christian Wilkins and so forth. You add more to that talent pool. That's what Spy Tech job is. Bring in the talent. So once that is done, then we add to that, and we still got the system is still in place with Patrick Graham. Might be a little tweak here and there. With Pete Carroll being a defensive mind head coach, he can bring his knowledge and bring his foresight, not foreskin, foresight. Y'all quit that shit. I see y'all where your minds are at. I didn't say foreskin. Pause. I said foresight. He brings his foresight to the defense and Patrick Graham to really build and establish a defense that's dominating like the Legion of Boom was, but just a little bit better. If we can just add more top of the line athletes, players, dogs on that defense, we gonna be all right. Special teams, we're not bad. We're not bad. We got the kickers, kick returners. We got, you know what I mean? And plus, with the kickoff rule, the way it is, it's not really too many kickoffs running all the way back. That's limited. You know what I mean? So now, new rules causes adjustments, and that's what it is. Offense, that is where we want to speak on today. So now we got to wonder, who is up? It's not Bevel no more, is it? Didn't Bevel go? Did Daryl Bevel go somewhere else? Let me see. I thought he went somewhere else. Daryl Bevel. I thought he did, man. I thought he did. I forgot what I don't know. Did he go back to Miami? I heard something about Bevel, but I heard that was one of the names we were looking at. I don't know which direction. I be honest with you, this is one thing that's stumping me. I really don't know the direction that they go with the offensive side of the ball. You know what I mean? You keep Edgar Bennett? Do you? I mean, it's a lot of questions to ask. The running back room wasn't great this year. So do you swap out the running back coach and get you a new one? And if so, who? You know what I mean? It's a lot of questions to ask, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. I appreciate y'all. B. Al in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Let me see. That's right. Tell him. J-Dog, and it'll be number one. Hey, yes, indeed, man. That's one of the guys that won the draw, man. And like I said, man, we steady climbing. We're not done. We're damn near at 2,200 now. Last time I checked, let me see where our stats are on the channel. Give me one moment. I can see where we at. We are at 2,173 subscribers. Yes, we are. So we're almost hitting that 2,200. But once we get to 3,000, boy, I'm telling you, this shit been doing its thing. 3,000 giveaway will be a brand new TV. No, it's not gonna be a 10-inch black and white. No, y'all stop saying that shit, because people are like, oh, Lunatic giving up the bullshit prizes. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get you a good TV. It's gonna be either 50 inches or better. Believe that. Where Mike G at? Because Mike G say 50G, what he say, 50 inches on soft? It's gonna be 50 inches or better, man. So y'all subscribe to that channel, man, if you haven't. And once we hit 3,000, man, we're doing another giveaway. This is what I do to give away, you know what I mean, give back to you guys, man. I appreciate y'all, for real. So let me ask you guys in the chat, who is the number one guy that you would like to become the Raiders offensive coordinator? Let's go. Let's go. Let me see that shit in the chat, man. Let me see that shit in the chat. Give me your opinion. And while you do that, I'm gonna reach down here and grab some shit I've dropped. I'll be right back, going downstairs. All right, I'm back. So let me know what you guys think, man. Who should the OC be? Lawrence C in the building, man. I see you, brother. Chops to you, man. Oh no, for sure, J-Dog. Once I get the jersey and ship it out, I'm gonna give you the tracking number so you can keep tabs on it, bro. Cause I'm the middleman. Well, I'm the middleman. I'm the last one that's gonna touch it because it's gonna be shipped to me, so I can go over and make sure the shit is right, the name, spelling, the number, all that shit, and then I can ship it off because I got to get one off to you and one to BL. So yeah, we good though. We good. Don't even trip. But I'll keep you informed. Natural Born Raider in the building. Dirty in the building, y'all. Salute. Who else we got up in here, man? Jason Marshall. Mike McCarthy. Now that as an offensive coordinator, bro, hey, you talking about trying to build an all-star. I think, like, McCarthy is solid with play calling. We just know that the Cowboys is going to do what Cowboys do. They choke just as well. You know what I mean? They get to the playoffs and don't do shit. They'll win you 12 games in the season and get into the playoffs and nothing. But McCarthy got them those wins, play calling. It's But if you get McCarthy as an offensive coordinator, which I don't know, man. His name ain't even popped up. You know what I mean? As far as does the Raiders have interest? Did they bring him in for a personal interview? You know, there's a lot of shit to incorporate. Do you go for a young guy that's never called plays before? We know Pete Carroll's not an offensive minded coach. So who does he come in and delegate the responsibilities of play calling to? And who is the quarterback coach that they bring in as well? Because if we go draft the quarterback, which I'm feeling 99.9% we're getting a quarterback in this draft. It may not be in the first round, but it could be second or third. I'm hearing a lot of good things coming out of the recent Senior Bowl as far as Jackson Dart and I told y'all keep your eye on Gabriel. Gabriel is out there, even though they said none of them is just like spectacular. Gabriel and Dart are the two names that they keep mentioning at the Senior Bowl, which I think tomorrow's the game, right? Hold on, let me see. I think it's tomorrow. When is the 2025 Senior Bowl game? Yep, tomorrow. So tomorrow, y'all, I want all you guys to watch the Senior Bowl because these are potential draft picks of the Raiders. You remember was it last year? I think 6 of our draft picks, 5 draft picks and 1 undrafted were all from the Senior Bowl. We're all from the Senior Bowl. Jacorian Bennett, I think, was the one that won the game with an interception. Not last year, it was the year before. No, it was last year. Going into the draft last year. Not this past season, but the season before. Jacorian Bennett was the one that locked down the game and won it with the interception. You know what I mean? Then we had DJ Glaze came out there and was doing his thing. Who else was out there? Was Jackson Power Johnson out there? I think he was at the Pro Bowl. The Senior Bowl. So there's a lot of prospects to keep our eye on. I'm looking at running backs, linebackers. Those are our thinnest, I think, on our on the position rooms. Even corners. You got a few big names, but there's some guys out there that we're overlooking. Offensive lineman is a key again. We got to look at these guards. You know what I mean? If we really want to solidify the offensive line and have that line rock and roll together for like a few years, not just keep rearranging the offensive line, like really have stability there, we're going to have to go get some good guys. Even the depth part of the offensive line is something we have to address in the draft. You know what I mean? And we got 10 draft picks. And possibly you can get more if you trade back 1 or 2 times. Simple. If there's a guy that you feel you can get there 2, 3, 4 spots back, trade back. Accumulate extra picks, whether it's second or third rounders. We got 2 thirds already and 3 sixes. I hope they add another 6 because that 666, boy, But anyway, we need to go ahead and do what we need to do to establish this roster, both by depth and starters. And we got the draft to do it. That's how you build your team through the draft. Spytek, I want to see what a draft looks like under Spytek. See, a lot of people, we go and judge him by Tampa Bay. But you got to remember, he was the assistant. So there was one guy above him. So let's see what it looks like when he's that guy. You know what I mean? To make the call and sit there and talk with Pete and pick Carroll. See, I love the dynamics of this team as the upper echelon of this team. And I tell people, man, you got a trifecta when you got Tom Brady, and I'm gonna explain why. And there's some people I seen respond to my shit on Twitter. Why they keep bringing Tom Brady name up? He need to either figure out if he gonna be an owner or be an announcer. Shut the fuck up. Let him do what he do. Shut the fuck up. Quit fucking complaining, man. Y'all motherfuckers is fucking whining. Now let me get to what I was talking about. The trifecta. And this is why this is so important. Tom Brady, part owner. Yes, it's only 5% of the team, but with the guy that he's in there with is 10% they got total. Right? Minority. Just a minority owner. I'm going to get to a joke I told that I got put in timeout on somebody's podcast while I was in their chat. And it wasn't even nothing. Fucking these motherfuckers, boy, I tell you. But anyway, you got Tom Brady, the owner. That aspect. Coming with the vision and the knowledge of the quarterback position, which is, they say, is the hardest and the most important position on a team. Quarterback. He did it at a high level for a long time, won multiple Super Bowls, MVPs, all that shit. So he has the aspect of the player, what the player's vision is. A great player, not just an average, okay, mediocre. We talk about the best to ever do it. I don't give a damn. 7 Super Bowl rings. Show me somebody else better. You feel me? So that's that aspect. The other part of the trifecta, you have your GM and Spytek. Spytek won Super Bowls. See, and here's another thing. 7 Super Bowls with Brady. Spytek got 2. Denver and Tampa Bay. So now you got the GM perspective of this trifecta. You got a part owner, former great player that played the game, 7 Super Bowls. You got a guy that he knows in Spytek that has 2 Super Bowls with 2 different franchises. You know what I mean? So when I see somebody with multiple Super Bowls or even appearances, I'm like, they know how to get there. They know what it takes, how to build a team to get there. Spytek knows from the administrative part of being an assistant GM. He sees it. He smells it. He tastes it. He knows what it is, what it takes for a franchise to get into a Super Bowl position and win one. Brady, as a player, he knows what it looks like. It smells like as a player to get to the Super Bowl and win one. Then you bring in Pete Carroll with more knowledge than both of those guys combined. Think about that. More knowledge than Tom Brady and Spytek together. And Spytek was back with Philadelphia in 2009 with Andy Reid, with Harbaugh. I mean, he was around some motherfuckers in this game that mentally, the coaching side of it, and back then he was just becoming a scout. So he worked his way up the ladder to get to where he's at today as GM of the Raiders. But he has that knowledge of that part of the trifecta, the administrative general manager side of what to do, what kind of players to get, and how to draft to build a team that can be competitive for a Super Bowl. So that's 2 out of 3, both with Super Bowl knowledge. And now we get to the third one. Pete motherfucking Carroll. They talked about how old this man was. This motherfucker probably forgot more football than you motherfuckers have ever learned. And you bring him into the fold. Now you got a quarterback, part owner, involved in decision-making to an extent with the Raiders with 7 Super Bowls. You got a Spytek GM who has 2 Super Bowls under his belt with 2 different franchises. So it's not like he got lucky one time in Tampa Bay or one time in Denver. He did it twice. 2 different quarterbacks, 2 different systems, 2 different coaches, and 2 teams set with different players. He sees what it takes to build a team to be that. Now you got Pete Carroll. The greatest. Come on, what he did with USC, it wasn't beautiful what happened with New England. But that was his learning point. He takes it to college and dominates nationally. Not just Pac-12 dominance. College football, period. And look at the recruiting class that he had that came to USC, that he had to build a dynamic-ass college football dominating-ass national championship team. So he knows what it takes. And that's beautiful at the college level, because the college level is where the NFL gets their talent. So he knows talent in the college level, and for them to shoot up to the pros, he knows what to look for also, because being with Seattle, it gave him an opportunity to work in the front office as well. Not just a head coach, but he was working with the draft picks and everything too. So he can help Spike Tech. With Spike Tech being a first-time GM, Carroll can come in and give him more knowledge to make him a better GM. So now you got Carroll, who also has a Super Bowl, been to 2, won 1. So now you got a trifecta of 3 different individuals with all Super Bowl winning experience. Not just making it there. We could beat the fucking Buffalo Bills and go to 4 straight Super Bowls and not win shit. How you gonna ask them, how do you win a Super Bowl? How does anybody in the organization of Buffalo ask somebody in the organization of Buffalo, how do we win a Super Bowl? Can't nobody even answer that fucking question. You can ask anybody in Buffalo. You can ask anybody in Detroit. The Chargers. How do you win a Super Bowl? Can't nobody answer that Harbaugh can't even answer that motherfucking question. He never won one. He choked with the Niners. Oh, he won a national championship. Ooh, took him 10 years. But you can't ask nobody in those organizations, tell me, how do we win a Super Bowl? How the fuck they gonna tell you? Unless they came from a team that done it before. Tom Brady's done it. Spike Tech done it. Carroll's done it. Now you got these 3 minds, different angles. Player, GM, coach. Boy, hey, this is a beautiful thing, boy. Hey, thank God I ain't got to hear erectile dysfunction, because I'm getting excited right now. Look, those 3 minds, pause on that shit too, though. That's a joke, y'all. Quit. You got these 3 guys, 3 minds, but from different angles. From different angles and different perceptions. They see it differently, and they all come together and put everything that they know together. And what the fuck you think they gonna build? What you think they gonna build? That's like me going out here getting a guy that's very very knowledgeable in cement masonry, right? Get a cement mason that's been doing it for years, accredited in the union. Oh, he's one of the best ones to ever, you know what I mean, lay down slabs and doing curb and gutter and expose aggregate and jointing and you know, using a bull float and a mag float and an edger and a joiner. Yeah, I know that shit because I went to school for that shit. Okay, so you got a guy like this. I'm gonna show you how you build a house. So you got your cement mason. He's gonna build the foundation. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hook the foundation up and I'm gonna do this. We're gonna use the forms over it. We're gonna build the forms and get the rebar and the you know what I mean? The wire mesh. We're gonna do this shit. Okay. Foundation. We got a guy that's just outstanding, knowledge in it. Right? Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to a new subscriber. D Nice. Salute to you, man. I appreciate it. And so you got a guy building a foundation, right? A hellified cement mason. Now you go get your carpenter. Now this is the guy that's gonna build the form, the walls, the ceilings, you know, the framing in the whole house, right? He's accredited. Everybody, yeah, he's the best carpenter. Might even be Jesus. You get Jesus to be the carpenter. He was a carpenter, right? Okay, so you get Jesus to build build the structure of the house on top of the foundation that the cement mason did. Right? Just perfect. Everything's lined up and level and you know what I mean? Beautiful. Now you get the drywall finisher. Accredited. Everybody loves him. You know, oh yeah, this is the guy, man. He can brocade ceilings. He can do bull nose. He'll do the joints. Man, all that shit. He comes in there and hits the sheetrock. Boom. But before then, you got your electrician. Come wire the whole house up. Boom, while it's getting framed in, bam. He comes, knocks that shit out. Sheetrock guy coming there, hang the sheetrock. Then you get the painter. Then you got the guy doing the putting the shit up on the roof. Now you got a finished product. That's what this team is gonna be built like. You got guys with expertise at their job to add to the next guy and what he knows from his job, and then you're gonna have greatness. Now, the one key piece missing, and these are including the offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators. We know what we got with Patrick Graham. He's familiar with the team. Now we let Spike Tech give him that talent to take it to the next level. And now we got to find our offensive coordinator. Who is our offensive coordinator to add to that mixture of building a foundation, a house, a roof over your head with a power with the electricity in that motherfucker so you can watch every Sunday game there is? Who's that offensive coordinator to add to the mix? Because the offensive side of the ball is the only thing left. Our defensive set, special team set, now it's the offensive side. Pete Carroll, Spike Tech, Tom Brady. Who do you guys got on your list? And I know there's names on there that we didn't even think about. Oh shit, Amy Garza, salute to you. Thank you for pulling up. The floor and ceiling. Here's the whole thing about that. We can't guess until the roster is finished. You know what I mean? I think it's too early to come up with a ceiling and a floor. We haven't had the free agency yet. We don't even have an offensive coordinator. So we put that to the side. We haven't been in free agency. We don't know which one of our free agents we're keeping and letting walk. And we haven't had a draft yet. See, all that's going to dictate to you what your ceiling and your floor could be. I'm not going in with high expectations because this is going to be Spy Tech's first draft as the GM. This is going to be Tom Brady's first draft as a minority owner. That's why I like the fact that they added Carroll, because Carroll's been there and done this shit. He's done this shit. So it's not like we lost. You remember last year, we wouldn't hire Champ Kelly to be with Antonio Pierce because they both would be rookies at their position. And he said, I don't want two rookies as a head coach and GM to try to figure it out in the same year. Well, he just flipped that shit. It didn't work with a rookie head coach and a veteran GM. Even though the veteran GM, he had a couple of picks that were right. Everybody give Telesco, his props, but I mean, we can't really grade his draft until that draft is to the point where they hit their ceiling. What's their ceiling? You know what I mean? What's his draft picks gonna look like? We see the first three, we love them. But then you got Labe and you got these other guys that their maturation is not going to be equal to everybody else. It might take one guy 1 year, another guy 2. Some might take 3 years to develop and become that, or not to become that. So I think it's too early to really put a ceiling and a floor on this team because we don't know what we're playing with. You know what I mean? We don't know yet. Until we see the cards that the dealer dealt us, I'll know if I got 21. We're going to go blackjack on their ass. Until I see the cards I get, I can't tell you what I'm about to do. If I get a queen and a jack, I might want to split that shit. Or I might just say, I'm going to stay. I'm going to rock with 20. You know what I mean? So, but we don't know until we get the hands that we're dealt. We ain't been dealt free agents or draft picks yet, or even an offensive coordinator to know what type of offense can we expect us look. I know they want a run game, a run featured offense, which I don't mind. But who's going to be our running backs? Do we get Genty at 6? Do we not? And get like a Scatterbo later? You know what I mean? There's a whole lot of question marks going into this shit, but we got opportunity. That's all you can ask for is opportunity to get great. You know what I mean? Let me see. Whoever. Joe L.E. I like what Mark Davis said about letting go of Telesco. Yes. Drafted well, but that's not the only responsibility of the GM job. That's facts. That's facts. And I think what that kind of reads into, I'm glad you said that, Joel E. What that kind of reads into is the fact that I think what Mark Davis was alluding to was the fact that the relationship between AP and Telesco, as a GM, the GM has to establish that relationship with his head coach. Regardless if he selected him or not, that's still your head coach. You have to develop a relationship. That's why I think the Carroll Spy Tech dynamic is going to work perfectly, because you got the young guy in here, first time GM, dealing with an OG coach that's been around and done what he's doing. Let me give you this knowledge, to help you, to make you a great GM. And I'm glad. Hey, this is gonna work, y'all. It's gonna work. I don't know how soon we're gonna see results, but they're going into it with 10 toes down. We're going for it right now. That means there's gonna be a veteran quarterback starting for the Raiders this next season, and there's gonna be a rookie on the bench, because they did not mention one fucking peep of AOC. In their press conference, they said we're going to leave no rock unturned to find our guy that's like Tom Brady as far as the leader, the knowledge between the ears to run this position in this team. And they did not mention AOC at all. Not at all. So we know what the outcome is going to be. It's going to be a veteran quarterback coming in here either as a free agent or via trade. And there's going to be a rookie we draft as well to learn behind him for a year. Tom Brady said that's the route he wants to go, which I agree. Get you a nice, solid veteran and put a young guy behind him to let him learn this shit. Same way that you get a young GM prospect in Spy Tech and put him with Pete Carroll so Pete Carroll can groom him. That sounds so bad, groom. Hey, shout out to I ain't even gonna shout out DJ Diddy. Boy, you need to be ashamed of yourself, you motherfucker, you. But let's get back to the Raiders. So yeah, that made perfect sense. The GM needs to have a relationship with the head coach. You know what I mean? The head coach is under the GM. They got to have that relationship so the GM knows exactly what type of players I need to get you to make what it is you want done successful. Plain and simple. Let me see. UK Spy Tech didn't draft nobody. Let's keep it honest. Spy Tech was never a GM. Spy Tech was the assistant GM. That's like saying Champ Kelly drafted Bowers. Champ Kelly drafted JPJ. Champ Kelly drafted DJ Glaze, and he didn't. He was the assistant. He assisted the GM with probably gathering information with scouts on potential draft picks. Spy Tech did not make no decision in drafting at all, period. He's never been a GM. This is his first time doing it. That's why that's why I keep saying I like Pete Carroll with Spy Tech, because he can help Spy Tech with doing this shit, because Carroll has done this. Carroll has made draft picks. Facts. You know what I mean? Jackson Dart played with JPJ in high school. Okay. Dart is solid. I like Dart too. But I tell people, don't you sleep on Gabriel. He been doing this thing in the Senior Bowl, but we'll see tomorrow when they play. I want to see this. Because I'm knowing this. Man, I'm telling you, I only know about Gabriel because I'm a Duck fan and I watch every Duck game ever. You know what I mean? And we can go back in the days when there was Joey Harrington and Achilles Smith. You know what I mean? Reuben Drones, running back. I mean, bruh, I've seen all this shit. So I see a quarterback by watching him every game, and I told people with Bo Nix last year, don't sleep on him. Because he has that. See, Bo Nix may not be the most talented quarterback, but he has that dog in him. He has that dog in him, and he showed it. Even though we gonna beat their ass, and motherfuckers can't. I mean, they did sweep us, but that's the end of that shit. Like I said, I rooted for you, Knicks, in college. Pros, you on your own, bruh. You on your hey, fuck that. Oh, he was a Duck. Yeah, I can say you was a Duck, but I ain't rooting for you. Nah, not in my division. That ain't going. Oh, hell no. And if we did get another duck to beat your ass, we got 2 fucking ducks in the fucking division right now. Think about that. Herbert, former duck. Bo Nix, former duck. Is Gabriel next? Gabriel's a Tua without the concussions. He might be 5'10". They measured him at 5'10", but this motherfucking man, I'm telling you, he can hit all 3 levels, short, intermediate, and long. He get mobile as F-U-C-K. Can run like the Dickens. I like using that shit. That's the old white folks term. Instead of saying the devil, they said Dickens. He can run like the Dickens. I never seen the devil run, so I don't know what the devil's 40 time is. Probably what, 6.66 is the devil's 40 time? I don't know. Oh man. Egalitarian, salute to you, my brother. Good to see you, man, for real. So yeah, man, that's I just want to cover a few of those things. I'm looking forward to the next. What's next? They got to get the. I know we got to have a crew out in Mobile watching the Senior Bowl and looking at these prospects, bruh. We got the Senior Bowl tomorrow, man. Hey, tomorrow we got Benavidez boxing, bare knuckle fighting championship tomorrow. If y'all in the WWE, you got, what is it? Royal Rumbles tomorrow. What the fuck else we got? We got UFC. UFC is the early prelims is at 6 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. It's going down, man. Hey, this whole weekend. What the fuck else is going on? Ain't the Pro Bowl? Even though it ain't the same no more, but the Pro Bowl this weekend. Yeah, man. So y'all enjoy y'all sports, man. If y'all into like fighting, the boxing, UFC, and bare knuckle, hey, there's all 3 of that shit jumping off tomorrow. Wrestling jumping off. Senior Bowl tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. This is sports overload. I'm about to make a bomb ass breakfast. Then I'm doing shrimp and chicken Alfredo fettuccine for the evening with garlic bread. You know, hey, we're gonna have fun tomorrow. I gotta go get my son and his own and cracking. Shout out to everybody out there, man. I'm about to jump my ass up off here one time, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to everybody watching, man. Please, if you have not done so, subscribe to the channel, hit that like, and hit that notification bell too. See tonight, Friday, I might slip in and do hey, Dirty, get at me if you still on here, bruh. If you want to do a Dirty Lunatic tonight at 11. If you down to do Dirty Lunatic, man, let's do one. Let's have some fun with the people tonight. So y'all stay tuned, man. We might bring y'all a Dirty Lunatic show tonight, 11 p.m. Pacific. Remember that? So stay tuned. Right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm looking forward to the next moves the Raiders make. And I hope it be solid, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Friday. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones. And remember, if no one loves you, that's because you a piece of shit. No, I'm fucking with you. I know I'm a piece of shit. If no one loves you, fuck them. Love yourself. That's my new shit right now. So with that being said, let me go ahead and get y'all up out of here one time. Enjoy your day. Be safe. I'll see y'all, and hit that notification bell, because if we do the Dirty Lunatic show tonight, it'll be 11 p.m. tonight. We're gonna have all kind of fun and shits and giggles. Y'all have Stan, Cleophas might even pop up. Who knows? So with that being said, like I always say about this time, I'm Lunatik Raider. You have been watching the Lunatik Raider Show right here on Raiders Allegiance, and I'm out this bitch. Ha ha ha!